Hello Immortal News family, and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video, or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 9. Dick Button was a towering figure in the world of figure skating, a two-time Olympic gold medalist whose influence stretched far beyond the ice. He revolutionized the sport as a competitor, introduced millions to its artistry as a broadcaster, and helped shape its modern presentation through his visionary productions. Born in Englewood, New Jersey, Button took up skating at 12 and quickly rose to prominence. By 18, he won his first Olympic gold at the 1948 St. Moritz Games, where he became the first skater to land a double axel in competition. 4 years later, at the 1952 Olympics in Oslo, he cemented his legacy by landing the first ever triple jump in competition. A 5-time world champion, he remains the only American man to win 2 Olympic figure skating gold medals. His technical innovations, including the invention of the flying camel spin, transformed the sport and set new standards for athleticism. Following his competitive career, Button became the voice of figure skating, bringing his sharp analysis and encyclopedic knowledge to television audiences for over 5 decades. Beginning in 1960, he provided commentary for every Winter Olympics through 2010, often with his signature mix of wit and unfiltered honesty. His work with ABC and NBC helped make figure skating a cornerstone of Olympic coverage. He also expanded opportunities for professional skaters, creating events such as the World Professional Figure Skating Championships and producing hit shows like Battle of the Network Stars. Button passed away in North Salem, New York, at the age of 95. His influence on figure skating, both on and off the ice, will be felt for generations as the sport continues to evolve in the direction he helped shape. Tributes to Dick Button. Number 8. Jinna Han was a rising star in figure skating, a gifted athlete whose elegance and technical skill captivated audiences. With a dazzling smile and an unwavering passion for the ice, she embodied the spirit of dedication and artistry that defines the sport. Her journey in skating, marked by rapid progress and remarkable performances, made her a standout competitor and an inspiration to those around her. Born with a natural grace and determination, Jinna trained at the Skating Club of Boston, where she honed her craft and built a reputation for her exceptional talent. She earned recognition for her performances at national competitions, including the 2025 Eastern Sectional Singles Final, where she delivered a breathtaking free skate featuring 6 triple jumps. Her performance secured her a place on the National High Performance Development Team, setting the stage for what promised to be a bright future in the sport. Beyond her technical achievements, Jinna was cherished for her infectious energy and kindness. Fellow skaters and coaches described her as a source of light, always greeting others with a warm smile and an enthusiastic hello. Her presence in the rink brought joy to her teammates, and her dedication to her sport inspired those who trained alongside her. Jinna's life was tragically cut short in a devastating plane crash at the age of 13. The loss has deeply affected the figure skating community, with athletes and coaches mourning the passing of a young talent who had so much more to give. Her legacy will live on in the hearts of those who knew her, and in the performances that showcased her extraordinary potential. Tributes to Jinna Han. Number 7. Susan Alcorn was a visionary musician, composer, and pedal steel guitarist whose groundbreaking work transcended genres and redefined the expressive possibilities of her instrument. Her ability to weave together elements of country, free jazz, avant-garde classical, and global folk traditions made her one of the most innovative figures in contemporary music. Born in Cleveland, Ohio, Alcorn's early musical explorations were shaped by the sounds of folk and blues, with a pivotal encounter with Muddy Waters steering her toward slide guitar. She fully embraced the pedal steel guitar in her early 20s, performing in country and western swing bands in Texas. However, her artistic curiosity soon led her beyond traditional boundaries, as she incorporated avant-garde techniques and influences ranging from Indian ragas to the deep listening philosophies of Pauline Oliveros. Throughout her career, Alcorn collaborated with an impressive array of artists, including Fred Frith, Pauline Oliveros, Joe McPhee, Ingrid Laubrock, and Ken Vandermark, among many others. Though often a solo performer, she brought a distinctive voice to every ensemble, expanding the sonic palette of the pedal steel guitar in ways few had imagined. Her extensive discography includes works like And I Await the Resurrection of the Pedal Steel Guitar, Pedernal, and Manifesto, each demonstrating her singular approach to sound and composition. Beyond performance, Alcorn was also a writer and thinker, contributing insightful essays on music to publications like Resonance and Counterpunch. Her reflections on art and life were as profound as her music, capturing the depth of her creative spirit. Later in life, she made Baltimore her home, where she continued to perform, compose, and inspire. Her passing at the age of 71 marks the loss of a truly singular artist, but her legacy will continue to resonate through the countless musicians she influenced and the groundbreaking music she created. Tributes to Susan Alcorn. Number 6. Kiah Duggins was a passionate advocate for justice, a dedicated scholar, and a beacon of inspiration to those who knew her. With an unwavering commitment to civil rights, she devoted her career to challenging unconstitutional policing and unjust bail practices, leaving a profound impact on the legal landscape. Her work extended beyond the courtroom, as she sought to educate and uplift others, preparing to take on a new role as a professor at Howard University School of Law. Born with the determination to create meaningful change, Kiah's journey began at Wichita State University, where she excelled academically before earning a Fulbright grant in Taiwan. She later attended Harvard Law School, where she became president of the Harvard Legal Aid Bureau, dedicating herself to fighting systemic injustices. Her career led her to work with the American Civil Liberties Union, Neufeld, Scheckenbrust and LLP, and most recently, the Civil Rights Corps in Washington, D.C. Through her legal work, she challenged police misconduct and fought for the rights of marginalized communities, becoming a respected voice in the fight for social justice. Beyond her legal career, Kiah's warmth, intellect, and vibrant spirit left lasting impressions on those around her. She competed in pageants, earning recognition as Miss Butler County and a finalist for Miss Kansas, where her poise and eloquence shone. Friends and mentors described her as adventurous, compassionate, and magnetic, someone who made lasting connections wherever she went. Tragically, Kiah's life was cut short at the age of 30 in a mid-air collision. Though her time was brief, her legacy is enduring. She will be remembered not only for her legal contributions, but for the hope and inspiration she instilled in so many. Tributes to Kiah Duggins. Number 5. Benjamin Whittam was a pioneering scientist whose groundbreaking contributions to physical chemistry reshaped the understanding of statistical mechanics and thermodynamics. Over a career spanning more than 5 decades, he became one of the most respected figures in his field, known for both his intellectual rigor and his generosity as a mentor. Born in Newark, New Jersey, Whittam developed an early passion for science and pursued his studies at Columbia University after receiving a Pulitzer Scholarship. His doctoral research at Cornell University focused on the quantum mechanical theory of molecular collisions, and his postdoctoral work led him to the study of critical phenomena, which would define much of his career. He joined the Cornell faculty in 1954, where he remained for over 50 years, serving as chair of the Department of Chemistry from 1978 to 1981. Whittam's research led to several fundamental theories that bear his name, including the Whittam scaling ansatz, the Widom-exponent relation, and the Widom particle insertion method. His work provided key insights into the behavior of fluids and phase transitions, influencing a wide range of scientific disciplines, from magnetism to superconductivity. In recognition of his contributions, he was awarded the Boltzmann Medal in 1998, the highest honor in statistical mechanics, and was elected to the National Academy of Sciences in 1974. Beyond his scientific achievements, Widom was a gifted teacher, known for his ability to make complex theories accessible. He inspired generations of students with his clarity and passion, often continuing his mentorship over informal Saturday pizza lunches with colleagues and students. Widom passed away in Ithaca, New York at the age of 97. He leaves behind an enduring legacy in science and education, as well as a family that includes his wife of 73 years, Joanne, and his children and grandchildren. Tributes to Benjamin Widom. Number 4. Daniel L. Ritchie was a visionary leader whose impact spanned the worlds of business, education, and the arts. As a corporate executive, philanthropist, and chancellor, he shaped institutions with a philosophy rooted in ethical leadership and community service. Born in China Grove, North Carolina, Ritchie pursued higher education at Harvard University, earning both a bachelor's degree and an MBA. His early career took him from Wall Street to Hollywood, where he served as executive vice president of MCA Inc. However, seeking a path with greater purpose, he moved to the broadcasting industry and became CEO of Westinghouse Broadcasting, where he prioritized public interest over profit. His decision to nationally broadcast early coverage of the AIDS crisis exemplified his deep commitment to responsible journalism. At the height of his corporate career, Ritchie retired to a ranch in Colorado, but his leadership skills soon led him to the University of Denver. As chancellor from 1989 to 2005, he played a transformative role, securing financial stability, expanding international programs, and launching the Charrington Global Scholars Initiative, which continues to offer study abroad opportunities to students. His philanthropy included donating much of his Grand River Ranch to the university, a gift that generated over $50 million for academic and infrastructure improvements. Beyond academia, Ritchie was a champion of the arts, serving as chairman and CEO of the Denver Center for the Performing Arts. He also contributed to organizations like the Daniels Fund and the Denver Art Museum. His legacy is honored through numerous awards, including the Citizen of the West Award and induction into the Colorado Business Hall of Fame. Daniel L. Ritchie passed away on January 31, 2025, at the age of 93, leaving behind a legacy of integrity, innovation, and generosity. Tributes to Daniel L. Ritchie. Number 3. Alonzo Davis was a pioneering artist, educator, and advocate whose work reshaped the landscape of contemporary art. As a co-founder of the Brockman Gallery, he was instrumental in providing a platform for Black artists at a time when they were often overlooked by mainstream institutions. His contributions extended beyond the gallery walls, influencing generations of artists, educators, and cultural leaders. Born in Tuskegee, Alabama, Davis grew up in an intellectually rich environment, with his father working as a professor of psychology. His family's move to Los Angeles in 1955 exposed him to a diverse artistic landscape, including Asian art, which would later influence his work. During his studies at Pepperdine University, Davis became frustrated with the lack of Black representation in the art world. Determined to change that, he and his brother Dale traveled the country to connect with Black artists, an experience that led to the founding of Brockman Gallery in 1967. Through the Brockman Gallery, Davis helped launch the careers of notable artists like David Hammons, John Outerbridge, and Elizabeth Catlett. The gallery became a hub for artistic and cultural exchange, fostering discussions about race, identity, and creative expression. In addition to curating exhibitions, Davis also worked as an educator, teaching at Crenshaw High School, UCLA, and eventually serving as dean of the Memphis College of Art. His own artistic career flourished alongside his advocacy. He was best known for the mural Eye on 84, commissioned for the 1984 Los Angeles Olympics. Though the mural was later lost to time, Davis's artistic legacy remains profound, blending elements of African, Asian, and indigenous art traditions into a unique visual language. Alonzo Davis passed away at the age of 82. His impact on the art world, particularly in championing Black artists, continues to inspire. Tributes to Alonzo Davis. Number 2. Miranda Cicognani was a trailblazing gymnast whose contributions to Italian sports left an indelible mark on Olympic history. As the first Italian woman to carry the nation's flag at an Olympic opening ceremony in 1952, she became a symbol of progress and inspiration for generations of female athletes. Her dedication, skill, and grace in gymnastics elevated Italy's presence on the international stage, solidifying her place among the country's most esteemed Olympians. Born on September 12, 1936, Cicognani grew up with a passion for movement and discipline, qualities that would define her career in artistic gymnastics. She made her Olympic debut at just 16 years old in the 1952 Helsinki Games, competing alongside Italy's best gymnasts. Her performance in the team all-around event helped secure a remarkable sixth-place finish, showcasing her talent on a global platform. She continued to represent Italy in the 1956 and 1960 Olympics, sharing the experience with her younger sister Rosella, who joined her on the Olympic team in Melbourne and Rome. Beyond the Olympics, Cicognani's influence extended into the development of Italian gymnastics, inspiring young athletes to pursue the sport. Her presence at 3 consecutive games demonstrated resilience and commitment, reinforcing the importance of women in competitive athletics during a transformative era for sports. Cicognani passed away at the age of 88. Though she is no longer with us, her legacy endures in the history of Italian gymnastics and the countless athletes who followed in her footsteps. As a pioneer for women in sports, her impact will continue to be felt for years to come. Tributes to Miranda Cicognani. What's trending on the internet? News 1. A tragic accident at a medical facility in Troy, Michigan, claimed the life of a 5-year-old boy after a hyperbaric chamber exploded on Friday morning. The child's mother was also injured in the incident, authorities confirmed. The chamber, which contained 100% oxygen, ignited in a sudden explosion around 8 a.m., making it highly flammable, according to Lieutenant Keith Young of the Detroit Fire Department. Firefighters and police rushed to the scene, but the child was pronounced dead upon arrival. Upon arrival, the first responding units unfortunately discovered a 5-year-old boy deceased on the scene, Lieutenant Ben Hancock of the Troy Police Department said in a press conference. The child's mother, who was standing near the chamber, suffered injuries to her arms but is expected to recover. Several medical staff members were also present but were not seriously harmed. The facility, identified as the Oxford Center on Kurtz Boulevard, specializes in hyperbaric oxygen therapy, though officials have not confirmed what treatment the child was receiving at the time of the explosion. Fire crews quickly contained the flames, preventing further damage, but the cause of the explosion remains under investigation. State agencies are now reviewing safety protocols at the facility. "I've been with the department for 10 years, and we've never responded to anything like this," Young said. The Oxford Center has temporarily closed as authorities continue their investigation. News 2. NBC Chicago employee Kevin Spencer, 34, was found dead days after being reported missing, his family confirmed in a statement. Spencer, who worked in the station's IT department, was last seen on Friday, January 24th, and did not show up for work the following Monday, prompting concern from colleagues and loved ones. "It is with a heavy heart that I share that he is no longer with us," his family said in a statement released by WMAQ-TV. "While we don't have all the answers, we ask for privacy and respect as we process this devastating loss." Spencer's disappearance led to an urgent search, with friends and family reaching out to the public for any information. His sister, Jennifer Brinkley, recalled their last conversation on January 20th, saying they spoke for an hour about everyday life and his career pursuits. NBC Universal local Chicago president Kevin Cross paid tribute to Spencer, calling him a respected and dedicated teammate who was always willing to help. "We will miss him more than words can express," he added. "Kevin will always have a special place in our hearts." The Chicago Police Department confirmed that the case remains under investigation. Spencer's passing has deeply impacted colleagues, friends, and family, who are remembering him for his kindness and professionalism. "It's a powerful reminder to always check in on those around us," said a colleague. Support services have been made available to those affected by his loss. News 3. A motorcyclist has died following a crash on the A30 near Penzance, Devon and Cornwall police confirmed. The incident occurred around 2:35 a.m. on Friday, involving a single vehicle, a white Honda motorbike. Emergency services arrived swiftly, but despite their efforts, the 36-year-old rider was pronounced dead at the scene. Officers conducted a thorough investigation, closing the road at Eastern Green for several hours before reopening it around 11:05 a.m. Authorities are now urging witnesses or anyone with dashcam footage to come forward. "We are appealing to motorists who may have seen anything or captured footage of the moments leading up to the collision," a police spokesperson said. Specialist officers from the Devon and Cornwall Roads policing team carried out an extensive investigation to determine the circumstances surrounding the crash. The motorcyclist's next of kin have been informed and are being supported by police. Local residents and motorists expressed their condolences, with some highlighting the importance of road safety awareness. The A30 is a major route through Cornwall, and authorities continue to remind drivers to exercise caution, especially during nighttime travel. Investigators are urging anyone with relevant information to contact Devon and Cornwall Police to assist with the ongoing inquiry. News 4. Iga Obrika, the general manager of Barstool Nashville, has passed away at the age of 28, Barstool Sports CEO Dave Portnoy announced on social media. Portnoy shared the news on X, expressing his sorrow and admiration for Obrika. "Iga basically ran our bar group for us. If you ever went to Barstool Nashville, you probably saw her there," he wrote. "I would have hired her for any position she wanted because she was that smart and driven. Just incredibly sad news and another cruel reminder not to take a minute for granted. R.I.P. Iga." Obrika, originally from Poland, moved to the United States in the early 2000s with a vision of building a new life and career. She eventually made Nashville her home, where she became a respected figure in the business community. Barstool Nashville also paid tribute to her, calling her the leader, heart, and soul of the company. "There will never be another like her, and she will be with us always," the post read, adding that a celebration of life will be held in her honor. Her passing follows the recent loss of another Barstool employee, Jonathan Stanko, who died earlier in January at age 32 after battling cancer. As news of Obrika's passing spreads, those who knew her continue to share heartfelt memories, emphasizing her dedication, kindness, and lasting impact on those around her. News 5. A shocking true story of deception is at the center of ABC News Studio's latest docuseries, Scamanda, which explores the elaborate scheme of Amanda C. Riley, a San Jose woman who faked a cancer diagnosis to solicit donations. Riley, once a beloved member of her church community, began documenting her alleged battle with stage 3 cancer in 2012. Through her blog, she shared emotional updates, detailed treatment stories, and even posted photos of herself appearing to undergo medical procedures. Her heartbreaking tale moved people to donate cash, gift cards, and services to support her. However, suspicions arose when inconsistencies in Riley's claims surfaced. An anonymous tipster reached out to investigative producer Nancy Mosiatello, who spent 5 years uncovering the truth. With the help of retired San Jose detective Jose Martinez and special agent Arlette Lyons, it was revealed that Riley had never been treated at the hospital she claimed. The investigation led to Riley pleading guilty to wire fraud, admitting she scammed donors out of over $100,000. She was sentenced to 5 years in prison and ordered to pay restitution. For those who helped bring her to justice, the case carried personal weight. Lyons, whose sister battled cancer, viewed her work as a tribute. "This is what I was able to do. My little fight in her name." Scamanda is now streaming on ABC and Hulu, detailing how Riley maintained her deception for years and the impact on those she betrayed. News 6. Bristol Palin is opening up about a recent health scare after experiencing sudden facial paralysis. The 34-year-old daughter of former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin shared her journey on Instagram, revealing that doctors believe she may have Bell's palsy, a temporary condition affecting facial muscles. Palin explained that she first noticed something was wrong 9 days ago when she woke up feeling an unusual sensation on the left side of her face. "My mouth was pulling this way, and it just felt a little off," she recalled. Within hours, her symptoms worsened, and the entire left side of her face became numb. She documented the progression with videos, showing how her facial movement became increasingly delayed. After visiting a doctor, she underwent several tests, including a CT scan, but results didn't indicate any underlying condition. Doctors suggested that stress and lack of sleep might have triggered the episode. She was prescribed steroids and other medications to aid recovery. Palin has also been exploring alternative treatments, sharing that acupuncture has helped speed up her progress. "It's been a tremendous help," she noted. Despite the experience being challenging, Palin remains optimistic. She shared that regaining feeling in her face has been a relief, adding, "Praise the Lord." Reflecting on the ordeal, she said it has given her a new appreciation for her health, encouraging others to embrace self-acceptance and gratitude. Number 1. Táňa Radeva was a celebrated actress whose contributions to theater, television, and film left an enduring impact on the cultural landscape. With a career spanning decades, she captivated audiences with her versatility, from classical stage performances to compelling roles in modern cinema. Her dedication to the craft and her influence in dubbing made her a beloved figure in the industry. Born in Michalovce, Radeva pursued her passion for acting at the Academy of Performing Arts in Bratislava. She began her stage career at the Jonasz Zaborski Theater in Prešov before moving on to the National Theater in Košice and later the Andrej Bagar Theater. Her presence on stage was defined by her emotional depth and powerful portrayals, earning her recognition as one of the leading theater actresses of her time. Her television career began with the fairy tale Tulsi Bob, marking the start of a prolific journey in entertainment. She became a household name through roles in various television series and made a lasting impression in cinema with performances in historical dramas, crime thrillers, and contemporary films. Beyond acting, Radeva was widely respected for her work in dubbing, lending her distinctive voice to numerous foreign productions. Radeva balanced her career with family life, marrying Bulgarian visual artist Miroslav Radev and raising 2 children. Despite being diagnosed with ovarian cancer, she overcame the illness, demonstrating resilience both in her personal life and professional pursuits. She passed away at the age of 67. Her contributions to the arts remain a lasting legacy, ensuring that her influence continues for generations to come. Tributes to Táňa Radeva. Marianne Faithfull was a singular force in music, film, and culture, her career spanning decades of reinvention and resilience.